There's so much I want to show you. I forgot to show you this plant. I've been showcasing this plant on some of the live streams. Last week it hadn't bloomed yet. Look at this, guys. I wanted to show you this on the live stream and completely forgot. Look at this. Can you see this? Remember what this looked like last week? It's so beautiful. Okay, my name is Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada. It's 7:38 a.m. Eastern Standard Time during the week. I do these live streams right before I start my real job to get myself in the right mindset. Mr. Friend is here. Yes. Wow, wow, wow. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm doing amazing. Thank you. On a Monday, especially. Mondays are usually my tricky morning, but I'm in the right frame of mind. I wanted to show you this quickly. I don't know if you were here last week. You were. Last weekend's live stream, I showed this plant. It hadn't bloomed yet. Can you see this? This is the one that was in the wax, remember? I believe you commented on it. You're like, that's wax? Yes. This was the flower that was in the wax. Look at it blooming. Isn't that stunning? I meant to show you this at Saturday's live stream. So I'm glad you're here. Isn't that amazing? I came up with this idea this morning because these live streams on Saturday, when I work, obviously my priority is my real job, but on Saturdays and Sundays, the scheduled live stream that I'm going to do on the weekend, I know it has grown so fast. I know it's so cool that we can show you these updates. It's absolutely stunning, this plant. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you remember. I am full of ideas. I've shared that before, and I want my weekend live streams to be very intentional. That journaling one that we did was beautiful. And because I had done it on a board with magnets, I had to take the images off, and I was like, I want to save this. I want to save this memory of the board that we created together. So I actually put it on a piece of paper, all the images that we did together, and then I laminated it. Okay, and it's got the date of the live stream right here that we did this together. So I am grateful for you, and I am grateful for this platform. It's like my own little mini show where you guys are the directors. You guys direct this show. So on Saturdays, I want to have intentional live streams where there's a focus, there's not a theme, but an intention for that live stream. Oh, thank you, Mr. Friend. You said you're grateful for me. I'm grateful for you, genuinely. Like, I could not do this without you, so I appreciate it. This Saturday's live stream, I am going to talk about, hey, Johnny6789, yes, I have a lovely husband. I have a lovely husband. Thank you for asking. My name is Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada. Before I start my real job, this channel's live streams on the weekend are going to be very intentional, very focused. This Saturday's live stream is about my guide, 14 Days to an Abundant Mindset. We're going to go through some of the affirmations, some of the journal prompts, taking action. Guys, there's nothing more important than taking action. And I know that from personal experience. And that's what I want for you. I want us not to just talk about deep conversations and learn from each other, but actually take actionable steps to change our life. That's how I can make an impact, not just by speaking to the camera and word vomiting all over you. I want us to collaborate on the themes, what we're talking about on the live streams, what the show's about. We're going to call it a show. The live streams are a show. This Saturday's live stream is going to talk about the book, 14 Days to an Abundant Mindset, some of the actionable steps we can take, the journaling prompts live, the affirmations live, because the stuff that we tell ourselves and the things that we put on repeat in our brain have an impact on our mind. Let's see. We've got Johnny67 says, I'm 18 and I'm trying to get close to a girl that I like. Did you have any advice? She's very pretty and her name is Bella. Oh, that's nice, Johnny. Good for you. If she's a nice young lady, just keep chatting and talking with her and getting to know her. A lot of people, they gravitate to those who listen. So become a really good listener. Ask some questions, become curious about her. So what do you like to do for fun? What are your favorite things? What would your dream job be? And kind of learn about her. That's the best then. Oh, look, Mr. Friend has some advice. He says, be friends. Yeah, start with friends. My husband was my friend first before we started dating. He was my friend first, and we have a very strong relationship. He's still my best friend. So that's such a great, great tip, Mr. Friend says. Become friends. Get to know her. Ask her questions. We've got Varo says, Mommy? Johnny says, reasons? Yeah, get to know her. So, as I was saying, on this next live stream on the weekend is going to be talking about the guide. I have another intention for the following live stream where we're going to talk about some of the emotions. I'm going to end up creating a poll after work today to kind of gauge where you guys are at and what subjects you want to talk about. I want to create these little almost like flashcards, but they're not flashcards. Like they'll have an emotion like fear or stress or worry or overwhelm or shame. And I want to create these little flashcards and then let the viewers on the live stream live pick the card that maybe speaks to them, an emotion they're going through. And on the back of that flashcard, in real time, it'll kind of outline sometimes what causes that emotion, a way to reframe that emotion, and then an actionable step that you could take that same day to kind of work through it. Because these live streams are not just meant for me to yap at the camera and just listen to myself talk. It's genuinely not for that. It's for the purpose of using the internet for good, sharing the things that I've learned that have transformed my life and continue to transform my life. I am not a guru. I don't have it all figured out. I'm just sharing in real time the things that have helped me with the true intention that it helps you too. That's what these live streams are about. What's good, chat? Carl Schultz says, hey, Carl, I'm glad you're here. My name's Robin, reporting live, talking about the upcoming live stream, talking about this beautiful plant. If you've ever been on another live stream where you saw this was just a waxed plant, it didn't even have this. No, you are not a guru yet. Hey, Carl Schultz is looking out for me. Carl Schultz says, you're not a guru yet. And I love that word yet. It just reminds us that, hey, I'm not good at talking on camera yet. I'm not good at using technology yet. Maybe I'm not comfortable talking to girls yet. But again, that word yet is so powerful. Thank you, Carl Schwartz, for reminding us that the word yet means it's still possible for us. Should I move this into the shot so we can see it and I could talk to it like a microphone? Like, yo, check it out. We're doing live streams. We are going to do these precisely, Carl Schwartz says. Thank you. That was your input, folks. Listen, I can't do this live stream without you. You guys lead the conversations with your comments, with the things that you share with me. Even afterwards, I read everybody's comment. I respond to everyone's comment. You folks literally guide these conversations. And I want to know more about what emotions are impacting you, what subject matter we should be covering, because I'm going through it too. Again, I'm not a guru, and I don't want to say yet, because I feel like I hope to always be evolving. I hope to never feel like, hey, I have it all figured out. I'm amazing. I don't need to learn anymore. I don't ever want to feel that way. I do love learning. And the more time and energy and resources that I get to learn, I spend it on that. I upgrade myself and I bring all of that back to you folks. And everything on YouTube right now is all free. But if you did want to get a copy of your own guide, I am going to put the link. You can only get it on Amazon. You don't need a copy of this to join the live streams. You don't need to buy anything to join the live streams. But if you wanted to have your own copy of something that I created to put something good in the world that you could reference, please, I will add the link eventually in some of my upcoming posts, but you don't have to. You don't have to be here, to follow, to participate. You don't have to buy anything. I want you to know you have everything you need. But if you want to, on your own time, go through the book and actually do the practices, the journal prompts, the affirmations, then I would highly encourage it. But you don't have to buy it, but this is what we're going to go through this Saturday. So let's see. Yes, very good way to change the outlook, Mr. Friend says. Absolutely, is the word yet. Carl Short says, what is the best book you have read? Wow. Mr. Friend says, my favorite book is The Alchemist. Let me screenshot that, because I am always looking for new books to read and go through. But I do feel like it's been tougher for me to really sit with a book because of all the things I'm creating. So Off the top of my head, yes, this guide is very helpful. It's the one that I created. But if you're asking for a book, there was a money book that I read by Jen Sincero. I've talked about it on this channel. I haven't read The Alchemist, Mr. Friend. No, I haven't. But I am going to talk to my library to see if it's there. I used to be the type that would just buy a bunch of books, but now what I'm doing is I get them from the library, and then if they're worth buying, then I buy them. You know what I mean? That's how I'm doing it. So Carl hasn't read that book yet, Mr. Friend. Thank you for that recommendation. For me, I had, oh, look, Mr. Friend says it's a very short book and it's easy to read. Perfect. That's exactly what I need. But there was a money book that I read because I had a lot of awkward money beliefs, a scarcity mindset. I almost used to feel like it was like rude to talk about becoming wealthy and wanting to be wealthy. I thought it seemed like you were greedy and money hungry, and I had a very warped sense of reality when it comes to desiring wealth and prosperity for yourself and your family. And I had to work through those emotions. And within 6 months of reading that book, I upgraded my job, upgraded everything within 6 months of reading that book. It's called, I have another book of hers. It's her Badass series. It's Jen Sincero. I should have the money book somewhere, but it could be on my basement shelf right now. This is her series. Her name is Jen Sincero. You Are a Badass at Making Money. It's a very easy read. She has a lot of humor. She says some bad words. So if you're not into bad words, don't get this book. It is called You Are a Badass, but this one's good too, actually. I read this one. But there's another one called You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. Like I said, 6 months after reading that book, following along, doing the steps that she asked, the journaling prompts, writing a letter to money. I had to write a letter to money and say like, hey, money, like I do love you, but sometimes I'm scared to say that out loud because I'm afraid of sounding that I'm greedy. But I know that when more money, like when good people make more money, they do more good. So there's nothing wrong with desiring wealth and prosperity. And I had to take a lot of time to work through that. Could you please mirror the video? The text you show us is reversed. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure how to do that. I'm going to find a way to take some pictures and video and mirror it. But sometimes when I've pressed these buttons on my screen here, I've actually muted my sound whenever I play around with stuff live. So I don't want to play around with it, but I appreciate that tip, Mr. Friend. The book is by Jen Sincero. I can put it in an upcoming post. I can link the book link to my channel some way. Perhaps ask your son. Yeah, exactly. Ask my son how to mirror it. Thank you. I appreciate all your tips. I'm glad you're here. I do think that we can use the internet for good. And if we have intentions of changing our life, of kind of rewriting the things that are holding us back, we don't need to keep revisiting past emotions, past feelings of shame and regret and fear. We could acknowledge those, understand them, and extract the lesson from them. The brain is a growth machine. It loves to learn and grow. So if you can take the examples from the very same things that cause you shame or pain or paralyze you in fear and rewrite that into something more empowering, that's your best bet. And that's what we're going to do live on these live streams. We do them in real time just based on the comments. We've seen this. Mr. Friend says, thank you for the book recommendations. Yeah, absolutely. And again, imagine that we get book recommendations from other people in the chat. Like, again, I am not an expert here in any manner, and I'm not trying to position myself as that. Yes, I am someone that spent a lot of time and energy and resources researching over several years and really upgrading my mentality, and have seen a direct impact on my income, on my happiness level, on my fulfillment level, on the things that I'm working with, on the uncomfortable steps that I'm taking to put myself out there. It's not easy live streaming, but yet it's easy live streaming because I'm sharing with you as I would with a friend. When I look at this camera to talk to you, I'm talking to you as if I would talk to a friend and tell you, hey, these are the things that I've done. This is what I'm working on. This is what I learned. This is what helped me. Like, I want to share everything. I know that there's enough financial prosperity, books, resources available for all of us to succeed. I don't need to keep it quiet. And I also don't need to inflate my life to make it look like, hey, I'm so amazing. I have all the money in the world. Listen, I start my real job at 8 o'clock, folks. And then all of this is finished. It's very, very serious. And I love this freedom to share my ideas and share what's working. So I'm so grateful. Oh, look, Mr. Friend says, I could feel your connection is genuine. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I'm going to screenshot that. It is. It is genuine. And again, it doesn't come from a place of me being an expert. It comes from maybe in some areas I might be a little more further along. But in other areas, I'm still struggling and trying myself. And I don't mind sharing that here. Hey, Lauren's here too. Yay, Lauren. Oh, Lauren, do you remember this flower? That was the from the live stream. It was the one that was in wax. I forgot to show you on Saturday's journaling live stream. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, I knew you'd appreciate. Hey, yo, it's my Auntie May. Mimi927 says, yo, I'm Auntie May. You can call me Auntie May. I'm easygoing here. Everyone's welcome on this channel, folks. Everyone is welcome. The flower, I know, it was so beautiful. Every day that I looked at this plant, I felt like I could literally watch it grow. That's how quickly it was growing. So yeah, it's really beautiful. I'm glad that I remembered to share it with you. I was just saying on this live stream that going forward, my weekend live streams are going to be very intentional with subject matter. This Saturday, I'm going through my guide, 14 Days to an Abundant Mindset, with the journaling prompts, with the actionable steps we can take to step out of our comfort zone, with the live affirmations. I'm going to find a way to go through this guide together. Oh, you should do a time lapse of blooming. I know, but my phone says sometimes that I don't have room for things. And then my iCloud is not linking with the right email. I've had to play around with that stuff. So I have to be really limited with the videos that I'm saving on my phone. Anyway, I want our Saturday live streams to be, or Sunday, depending on how it's going to work in the summer. My schedule is going to shift. I want our live streams to be intentional. That journaling live stream this past weekend, I ended up laminating and sticking the images that were from my board because I had to clear them off that dry erase board, but I didn't want to just get rid of what we created together. This is a memory for me. Live streaming and talking about my hopes and dreams and goals live with you while you share yours feels like a really beautiful way to use the internet. Hey, Mr. Friend says, hi, Lauren. Yay. I was saying that to my husband today. Like, I love that you folks are in the comments right with each other, looking out for each other, offering little bits of information and tips and resources and books, and say, look, Lauren says, hello, mate, right back at you. I love this, folks. This place is a special community. We are using the internet for good, and we're not just passively watching, we're taking action. So Mr. Friend says, I'm good, thanks. How are you? I love this, guys. Thank you so much for this. So I have saved that vision board and actually laminated it. I wrote the date that we did it live together to remind me of the things that I'm working towards. And the live streams, yes, Prime Reyes says, exciting. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. This Saturday's live stream, we're going through the guide. I'm going to put the link in my upcoming posts. You don't have to buy it. Everything that I share here right now, I'm not suggesting if anyone can't afford something, don't buy it. There's so much free stuff here on my channel. I do this stuff free. But if you do want a copy of something that I personally created, something that I feel proud of to have that positivity in the world, and you want to follow along on your own time and do this, please do get it. Hey, Lauren says she's a 10 out of 10, Mr. Friend. Thank you. Yay. Mr. Friend gave thumbs up. That's what we want, folks. A 10 out of 10. It's not always going to feel that way, but that's okay. We have to know when we're feeling a 2 out of 10 or a 1 out of 10 that it's just temporary. And we are going to have the mindset coaching tactics to get ourselves out of that, give ourselves grace, but get ourselves back to a 3, a 4, a 5, right? Because life's not always going to feel like a 10 out of 10. But we have control over the things we think about. And that's what these intentional live streams on the weekend when I have more time, that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to create flashcards. I'm going to do a poll tonight after work where I want your feedback to let me know what emotions we should be talking about. I want to create flashcards on my whiteboard with like fear, regret, shame, sadness. And then you guys in the comments in real time, tell me which emotion on the board. I'll take that flashcard. I'll read, hey, this is typically what's causing this emotion. This is a way to reframe it. And here's an actionable step that you can take today. Because this is not just passive live stream watching, scrolling, and then we go back to normal. My purpose here is to create change and use the internet for good. But I need you guys. Like, I can't do it without you. So I hope that this idea, I feel like this is a beautiful idea to have intentional live streams on the weekend with you folks guiding, what we talk about through polls and sharing your comments. I read and reply to every single one of your comments. Just give me a slight delay because I'm still figuring out the community ones. But you guys are the lead here. Like, I'm just the middleman talking. But this show, these live streams, they cannot run without you. I need you. I need your input, your feedback, and I need you to take action. So again, you don't have to purchase this to join on this Saturday's live stream, but if you want to, I'll have the link in there. You can do it on your own time. You could revisit it when life feels heavy. We could read the affirmations out loud. I'm going to be going through this maybe once a month live, and then the other live streams, just kind of seeing organically through these live streams what people need to hear, what people are going through, what I'm going through. Sharing with you in real time, not as a guru, not as a master, but as a person who is genuinely learning and growing and taking all these lessons back and bringing it back to you live in real time. It's my favorite thing to do, is be here live with you. It really is something special. So thank you for making my Monday morning at 7:59 before I start my real job. I got a lot of work. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. And I can't wait to see the amazing things and the amazing life that we create together in real time. Have a wicked, wicked week.